Happening now, protesters are marching through downtown Kansas City. This is a live shot of the scene near the Sprint Center. The protest is called Black Lives Matter, protesting recent grand jury decisions in Ferguson and New York. There were some tense moments between protesters and police earlier as some tried to march on an off-ramp of I-70. KSHB was there and tells us some had to be led away in handcuffs.
Well, that's right, Shannon, and this protest is far from over. You can take a look behind me here. They've actually marched from that area over here to the Sprint Center and have formed a circle here. They've kind of bound their arms, and you can see there are thousands of K-State fans who are trying to get into the basketball game here, but they have been going since 3:30 this afternoon, these protesters with the organization One Struggle KC, but things did get tense this afternoon when they decided to march up the off-ramp along I-70. There were about 75 of them or so that marched up and were right along I-70. That's when several police officers were called out to the scene. There must have been maybe 20 police cars that had to shut down that exit ramp off of eastbound I-70 to Paseo for about 30 minutes or so, maybe closer to an hour. There were 7 people that had to be arrested because they were not getting out of the street. But I did speak with the organizer about the decision to march up the ramp, and I also spoke with the police chief about his reaction.
This is a small disruption in people's lives. It pales in comparison to the disruption of black lives across this country that are shot by the police.
We don't care if people protesting and they voicing their opinion, but you can't do it on a highway where cars are moving in excess of 60 miles an hour. That's just too dangerous, and we can't allow that.
The exit ramp was open, like I said, about an hour after they closed it down. The protesters again marched over here to the Sprint Center. I asked one of the organizers how much longer they plan to keep this going. They said they aren't sure. They will probably wait until all the crowd goes in, and then they'll march back to where this protest started. That is the very latest here in downtown Kansas City. KSHB 41 Action News.